Are you ready, kids?
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Subject High, the only podcast on the internet with the guests who do. I'm your host for this episode and all episodes, Hookaloof 24, a bear. And on this episode, Jerry of Raylo's Art will join us as we ask him a series of questions that drill down to the dark heart of man. Jerry.
Hello. Hi.
I never know what to expect when I say that to people, and everyone's response always blows me away and is wonderful in its own fun, unique way.
Yeah, no.
How are you doing today?
I'm just waiting for somebody to just be like, yo, what's going on? Just like a podcaster voice back.
Oh, I would never describe myself as having a podcaster voice, but I would love it if somebody with like a genuine, beautiful, like radio DJ voice came on.
Like, hi, you're watching Subject High.
I would probably hand over the introduction to somebody if they had a good radio voice for me to use.
Damn, you want to start over then? No.
No, I think the take we have is good.
Yeah.
So let's begin, as we do with most episodes, with a question, which begins with me saying a statement, because that's how I do questions. Mm-hmm. You are an artist.
That I am.
And a very good one, in my personal opinion.
That is questionable, but thank you.
How did you, in your own unique journey towards the art that you produce, what got you started on your path?
Like on the path of like the stuff that I do, or like just art in general, like way in the beginning.
Let's start our stories where they begin. What was the first like thing that got you into drawing or painting or whatever got you started?
The first thing that got me into drawing and painting. Well, I remember when I was 5, I used to see my art teacher in kindergarten. She was always super kind, and whenever she drew something, she would always draw little things for the kids. And so I was like, how do you draw like that? And she showed me how, and then I was like, wow, you did that? And then I have the information to do that. And of course, it's not going to turn out the best. Like, it turned into like a circle with 2 sticks, but at the same time, it just like sparked something in me. And I remember when I was like, as soon as I got home, I got my markers, and then I drew on every paper that I could find, including books.
That's an incredibly touching, humble beginning there.
Yeah. I remember one particular book that me and my sister really liked, The Giving Tree, by Roald Dahl, only for $19.99. I don't know the price, I'm sorry. But I remember...
I'm sure that's a fair price.
I remember drawing in that book, and like I scribbled on like the back of like the hardcover thing, where it's like that little paper portion like inside the book, but it's on the hardcover. And the next day, my sister saw that, and she freaked out because somebody drew in that book. And I was like, do you not like my piece?
Please, no, only constructive criticism.
Please, no. I'm a growing artist. Trust me, I've only started like yesterday.
Still, that's an impressive grind for just getting the foot in the door.
Yeah.
And I'm sure Mr. Dahl would appreciate you using his masterpiece about generosity. I actually have not read The Giving Tree since I was in a similar age.
Really?
So yeah, it's one of those childhood books I have not gone back to. Unlike Hop on Pop, which has no moral. It's just rhymes.
Huh.
Mr. Seuss is not a particularly deep influence for me. But I think that is a very cool and very fun way to sort of pick up that artistic inspiration.
Yeah, It was definitely an interesting point to start off on. And then 2 years later, in second grade, I remember getting into these art competitions where it was basically draw a little poster and like if your piece wins, you can win a free pizza party in your class. And I was like,
oh snap!
Well, that's pretty fun. I should try that. I did a poster of a boy with a bike going up a hill, and it was from a never do this, by the way, but in second grade I looked at a book, like a book cover, and I was like, yes, this is what I'll use. So I thought, I'm so smart, people won't know that I did this off of another thing. But they did. So,
oh no,
my thing.
Your first instance of tracing.
Yeah, my first instance of tracing was like it was done. I don't trace, guys, not anymore. Especially after that, I know for a fact that people listening to this podcast are going to be like, "What? Does that mean he still does it? What?"
No, getting called out in second grade, and I assume you didn't get the pizza party?
No, Tommy did.
Damn it, Tommy.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sure that crippling defeat at the hands of Tommy's presumably more original or less obviously traced piece.
It was less obviously traced.
I mean, I don't know Tommy. I don't want to impugn his motives or give him anything. Tommy seems like the sort of kid who might swing either way.
I mean, Tommy was a cool kid. He played kickball a lot. But enough about Tommy. Let's get back to this.
Yeah, we'll save that for Tommy's episode.
Yeah. Tommy,
No,
if you're a furry listening to this, why'd you get me out on second base? God damn it.
I would love to do a kickball review podcast.
Hey, today we're going to be kicking some ball-inflated furries. See how well they do in the field.
Oh, no. That's too... I don't even know if that... Do you think there's people who... Never mind. I was going to say, do you think there's people who like kickball inflation stuff?
Oh, I'm pretty sure that something like that exists. I'm not going to look it up. But
No.
if somebody thinks of it, it's a thing. Yeah. It's somewhere, somehow.
And it's one person in particular specific kink.
Mm-hmm.
They just want to be a kickball and then get kicked.
Bro, I want to be a kickball, but I don't want to let people know.
I'm not here to shame anybody if they're like a kickball.
Yeah, no, you can whatever you want, so long as it isn't a child. If you like children, why?
That is an interesting sort of thing that I wanted to touch on, but felt is an interesting thing to bring up with you specifically. Mm-hmm. You only recently turned 18, right?
Yeah. February 21st.
First off, happy belated birthday.
Thank you.
And second, I know that your art account, at least as far as Twitter is concerned,
mm-hmm.
I remember seeing that it was made around February.
Yeah.
Did you wait to get into this sort of thing until you were 18?
Ooh, okay. So, fun story, or not so fun in this case. I waited to get back onto Twitter until I was 18. Like, the day that I first posted was the day that I turned 18. But I remember having another account before that I had for about a year that was under the same name, but the Twitter handle or Twitter @ was Furry Pudge or Furry Arts. And I remember it definitely brought a lot of joy to my day when I saw comments liking my stuff, but I didn't know about any of the dangers in what the community had to store.
Yeah.
But I do want to say before anything that like I fully learned my lesson as to how like the dangers of like children being on this type of stuff and like how it can affect people and certain situations groom. So I'm glad I took a break from doing this publicly and like even leaving private areas. Like,
yeah. I just wanted to ask that because I think it's very responsible and, you know, good on you for sort of not learning the dangers, but sort of backing out when you realized, I guess, you know, that it was not a place for people under 18.
Like privately, yes, but publicly I got called out about it, about my age, because somebody found out through a Discord server that I was under 18. I was, like, around the time that I got canceled, I was about to turn 17. I know, it's confusing. It's like the Jerry trilogy of getting canceled. But wow. It, like, came out, and I, at first, freaked the fuck out. Like, I was like, holy shit, what do I do? What do I do? I had people tell me, you need to close your account. You need to take it off. And I was just like, but like, there's so many people following me. And then the next moment that I look at my account, 500 people unfollowed me. So I was just like, yeah, you know what? Just like, it wasn't due to the fact that people were unfollowing me in like mass. It was because of how many people that it showed that were disappointed or like angry about that. And I was just like, yeah, I can't stay around for this.
Yeah. I'd argue that it's probably better, more or less, that more people were disgusted than they were excited to be following an under 18-year-old.
I don't think anybody would be excited if they were following a child in this kind of stuff.
There's some people out there who are nasty and looking particularly to prey upon sort of more naive underage people like that. So
what?
I'm glad you weren't approached by anyone like that. And I don't even have anyone in mind. I just know that there are people out there. And if not even like in a like a, you know, take advantage of a child as in like a pedophile way, but like people who will take advantage of the naivete of younger people. Lord knows I had plenty of people when I was sort of poking around on the internet. I wasn't doing art at the time, but when I was under 18, I certainly had people who were above my age who were taking advantage of me not knowing how things worked or stuff of that nature.
Yeah.
And it could just get messy real fast. So I'm glad you didn't have anything like that, even if it's no fun to get canceled.
Yeah.
But with that sort of burning question that I had answered out of the way, and I'd argue in a very satisfactory way, I have no complaints, especially now that you are of the appropriate age.
Yeah. I am now.
I
am now an adult, 18. I am now allowed to legally get married. Will I do it? No. But
Whoa! Oh my god, that's gonna... I didn't edit that.
No, this is...
You have your own reverb filter. God, you came prepared. Your podcast tech is better than mine.
Oh, I have a loop station. This is already pre-built. Like, this is a music device in itself. Sorry for going off tangent real quick, but...
No, that's incredible. That's the best thing anyone's brought to this show. That's awesome.
Oh, yeah.
Wow. Immediately the coolest production quality. I should have had you do the reverb echo on the do.
Where we do.
Yes! Oh, that has made my entire dang day. Thank you for that.
No problem.
All right. Shit. Let me try and grapple back my podcast from somebody who's infinitely more prepared to be on it than I am to host it.
Yeah, we could be like co-hosts.
I don't know how to deal with that.
Yeah,
Maybe in the future.
it's just
But,
like you'll be the one asking questions, and then I'll just be the one like, yeah, bam, bam, bam. Just like,
like a morning radio DJ.
yeah, just like I'll be like that one person in like the like quote unquote duo in the podcast team or like the radio announcer thing where it's just like I do like those weird like onomatopoeias.
I like this. I like this sort of fiction that you were crafting of podcasts as early morning radio jockeys.
Yeah.
Thank you for turning in to 101.7 Subject High. You're here with Jimmy and the Bear.
Haha, yeah. Bam, bam, bam. So, what, well,
that is an incredible slogan. Haha, yeah, bam, bam, bam.
So, what are we going to talk about? We're going to talk about bellies, wobble, wobble, wobble.
Oh, you've already got a better premise for a show than I do. Why do you have a sort of music loop station? Do you do music stuff as well?
Yes, I do actually.
Really? I had no idea. That shows how ill prepared I was.
No. Look, I was prepared to keep surprises until this moment in time.
You managed to sneak that up on me, and I am infinitely impressed.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, how about this? I think you're not the first, but you're one of the multidisciplinarians of music and art that I've had on here. How did you get your start with music stuff?
I remember being into music not even before 5. When I was around 8 in 3rd grade, I had a cousin of mine come over to our house, and she brought her guitar and started to sing. And I was like, huh, that's pretty cool. So I looked up guitar stuff, and I realized that I wanted a guitar. And then for my 9th birthday, I got a guitar. I only used it for 2 months because my fingers were too tiny for it, but...
Yeah.
But I tried using it again, and it broke when I was around 15. But I do have some basic guitar knowledge up my sleeve.
Okay.
But while I was doing that, I was also in chorus. In 5th grade, actually, I was in a state choir.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. It was very weird, because, like, the group of kids that were from my school were super chill and, like, fun. Meanwhile, everybody else was, like, from a prestigious school, and, like, they had no fun whatsoever. They were just, like, looking at their books.
Ugh.
Yeah.
How dare
like,
they? Who even knows how to read? Am I
right? Remember a specific incident, too, when we performed in, like, a huge, like, hall in a really fancy hotel, and I walked up to one of the kids from the other schools, and they were so rude. I was just
no.
Hi, I'm Jerry. What's your name? I'm trying to learn the music. Please, can you walk away? And, like, little me, like, should have been like, oh, cool, that's fine. Have a good day. But I was so extra back then, so I was just like, what's wrong with you? Just, like, walking, just, like, running away.
I like this. I like the sort of vision that you've painted of the amount of extraness on display.
Yeah, it was. I was man, I don't know if I should bring this up now or later, but I remember being very energetic when I was younger, especially mixed in with Asperger's.
Okay.
You got a huge combination of just a theater kid.
Big theater kid energy.
Yep. Which is ironic because I did theater in 9th grade.
I am genuinely impressed with you have this knowledge of like what age you were when all these things happened to you, and I don't think anyone has had such a precise knowledge of that.
Yes.
Especially myself, because I think back to my past and I go, yeah, I attended school for a number of years.
I mean,
and that's about as deep as I can get.
I mean, I am 18, there is only so much of my life that I can remember. Yes, at age 0, I was a fetus.
Yeah, see, you even know how to go back that far. I appreciate this strict timeline of cause to effect.
Yes.
That follows the trajectory of Jerry, and I think that is our I think that's the episode title.
It's really.
I don't know. I usually try to pick something out of a sentence that was said at some point, but I think the trajectory of Jerry is such a fun sentence to say and to hear that I think it has to be written down.
Jerry on the contrary.
Oh, temporary Jerry.
Oh God, no, we're not using that. that should be the name of the title. We're not using that.
We're not using that. Oh, that would be a good thing for outtakes. Just a podcast full of stuff that doesn't get in, which is not most of it. The editing is relatively sparse because most people are fine.
Yeah.
Let me wrestle the narrative back for my own amusement at your musical talent and your fun ability to recall dates.
Yeah.
Your art stuff that you do. Do you do commissions?
Yeah, I do commissions, but I remember taking a halt on that due to school. So
Very responsible.
now that school is done, I am going back on my commission queue. So I won't be taking any more commissions really at this point in time, unless they're like quick doodle warm-ups.
I was just curious about how your experience with commission work has been, how you have dealt with it. Because everyone has different experiences there.
It's been good for the most part, but at the same time, I have an issue with keeping up sometimes, and it's my fault about that too, because sometimes I overwork myself some days with other stuff outside of art, like chore work or like music production, because I have music to do for other projects as well. I have these days where it's either I do 10 in a row or I can't do art today. Like, I need to do music instead.
Okay. I can understand that, Art isn't something that you can necessarily just sit down and hammer out effortlessly, and even if you could, it's not always going to be good if you have to force it.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that commission experience makes sense. I might just have commissions on the brain because I don't want to date this episode too severely, but I recently spent 3 sleepless nights working on my biggest animation commission yet.
Ah, yes. And how did that turn out?
Which is not... I'm incredibly proud of it. It's been getting lots of attention. I made a good amount of money on it, and that's always nice to have. Especially because shit costs money. Yeah. Someone surprised me. This is really going to date it. Someone surprised me yesterday because they added sounds to it.
Mm-hmm.
Which was an interesting thing that I've never really had before. Is the sound side of things. But I don't recommend anybody do that. Don't stay up all night for 3 nights in a row to do commissions. Your clients can wait, and if they aren't patient enough to wait, then you should get better clients.
Yeah. Patience is definitely something that my clients do have. So
that's nice.
Anybody who has commissioned me or is waiting on a commission for me, thank you so much for being patient. I am a dumbass.
I don't know. You had school. You've had all sorts of other stuff. I'm sure everyone understands. Other things come first. Obligations. Life finds a way. Yada yada.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry. I'm also. In case my rambling gets to be too much, I am still not caught up on sleep and stuff.
Oh no,
so
not at all. I am the first person to understand the importance of sleep. You know, you just need like a good like.
Oh fuck! That is gonna make me have a dang old chuck every single time you do it.
Oh yes.
Oh my goodness. Okay, let's steer back around to a sort of different topic. Is we touched on one piece of media that has influenced your artistic development, but in a less immediately available way, and that was The Giving Tree, but it was mostly as a canvas. But what sort of influences in media have you found helped you out, particularly as an artist in, in getting started? Was there a favorite movie or cartoon?
I had about like 3 favorite movies when I was a kid. Treasure Planet was definitely one of my favorite movies when I grew up, like from like elementary to the middle of middle school.
It's an incredibly good film.
Yeah. Too bad it bombed horribly.
As so many good movies do. Ugh.
Yeah.
Looking at you, the Iron Giant.
Looking at you, ants.
DreamWorks Ants.
Yes.
Their magnum opus.
Yeah. Pixar copied. You can't.
Yeah. I can't believe you, Pixar. How dare you steal ants?
Pixar? More like loser.
Oh, see, I was expecting like Dixar or like I can't even think of any other ones, but you sort of subverted that by going with nothing, in fact.
Nothing. I didn't go with a rhyme. I just went loser.
Yeah, no, that is, you've flipped it turnways, and I appreciate that.
Oh, yeah.
But with that sort of idea of big influences in artistic development in mind, is there any sort of furry fandom? Well, hold on. Before I get to that, how did you get into drawing the funny animal people?
Oh, how did I get into drawing the funny people? Let's see. I remember looking at a lot of Tom and Jerry content.
Oh,
in
boy.
particular. Yeah, I know. It's already a red flag going on and off there. But there was one episode where Tom was just like very fat, and it was just like based around like him getting kicked out of the house. So he went from being fat and on the couch to getting kicked out of the house, going to the gym, and then antics ensue with Tom and Jerry at the gym. Tom gets ripped at the end because of that. It was very interesting because like even when I was a kid, I noticed that there was always a fat episode of Tom and Jerry.
Yeah.
Like either a fat, inflation, or TF moment.
Those, I might hijack the narrative briefly to discuss a naming convention that a friend of mine gave to this sort of thing based on my personal taste.
Mm-hmm.
Did you ever watch the show? It may be before your time. God, I say that like I'm some old fogey, but I'm only 24 as of like a month ago. But did you ever watch the show Tailspin? It was on like the Disney.
Oh, is that the one where they had the pilot bear?
Yeah, it was Baloo the bear, but as a pilot.
I did not watch it. However, I do know that some interesting content was made from that.
That is you pointing out specifically the bear pilot is exactly what I'm talking about, because in the opening of Tailspin, that there is a scene of Baloo dancing in drag.
Oh.
And I loved that show, and I grew up to be somebody with a bear persona who enjoys cross-dressing. And I didn't realize that was even in the opening of that show until I watched it with a friend who pointed it out. And so henceforth, those formative moments in your childhood watching cartoons that make you feel kind of funny inside, I have always referred to as Baloo moments.
Yo.
And every cartoon has them.
It's just like, hey, here comes a Baloo moment.
that reverb is always what it has the impact in of my head, but hearing it's so delightful. Oh.
There's.
Can I put in a request for you while you have the reverb thing? Could you do a? I'm gonna ask Blue to briefly edit in the music for this. Could you do a Super Smash Brothers character select?
Yes.
Announcer voice with the reverb on.
All right.
Choose your character. Hunt. Bowser Jr. Little Mac.
Oh my god, that's so good! This is the best episode of this stupid show!
Hookaloof.
I'm in the game! Mom, Dad, I'm in the game!
Wow, my God, look, wait, I'm gonna get called up.
Oh my god!
I'm gonna get called up next.
Jerry.
Oh, that is... Thank you for indulging that stupidity. Oh my god.
It doesn't help that I fucking play that game too. Like, just like I learned Marth and Ike's voice like just like keep your eyes open. Nice try. It's just like fucking
Those are some baller impressions. I gotta say, I'm impressed.
Oh, thank you. I do a lot of voice stuff as with my I do voice acting actually. And
God, you do it all, don't you?
yeah. Actually, to bring up something voice acting related, do you know Skipty, the artist?
The name sounds familiar.
Okay, hold
but
on.
I would be hard pressed
Give me
to.
Shit. Sorry.
You're fine.
I linked them in your very secretive chat app.
Oh, incredibly good.
Yes.
Skipty. Okay, this is not necessarily. Oh, yeah. I've seen some of this goodness.
Yeah, she's a really good friend of mine. One of the best people ever. And we were doing a trade one time, an animation trade, and she decided to give an animation to me for free.
Damn.
As long as I supplied voice acting for it. So, in the video, I'm gonna link you a video that she has done. And for this, it took us about 3 tries to get it down pat. But my God, it turned out pretty well.
But that is an incredibly good sort of example of fun fandom interactions that you have had to coincide with the canceling that we briefly touched on earlier.
Yeah. And like
dope stuff has happened.
Mm-hmm. And another fun fact about that, we were looking all over the place for the audio of for the sound effects of like the sloshing, and one of them was a video of like mouth gurgle noises, but like slowed down to sound like stomach noises, and the video of it had a Lego man in the mouth.
Man.
I mean, a man has fallen in the Lego City.
In the Lego City mouth? Hey!
A man has fallen into the Lego City mouth. Hey!
Build the toothbrush.
And rescue those cavities.
God, that... There is such a... Again, no bummers. I'm not trying to shit on anybody. If your kink is Lego mouth, then you're more than welcome to have it. But I would love for someone to explain to me the appeal of horny Lego content. Don't at me. You can
It's
enjoy
like,
it yourself,
tell me
but
about
I
it,
don't wanna know.
but don't at the same time.
Find perform an interpretive dance routine that explains your love of Legos in kink content. And this goes to the people who keep making Bionicles with tits. I see I've touched on something you may not have known about. Sorry that I dropped that conversation bomb before you were prepared for it, I guess.
I wasn't expecting Bionicles with tits.
That's the thing about is big titty Bionicles. BBBs, as they are known.
BBBs.
Big Beautiful Bionicles. No, that's the title.
BB.
It can't be. It can't be. YouTube's gonna funnel me down an entirely different lane.
It's gonna be the
if I
title,
upload a
and we're
video.
only gonna be talking about it for like 10 seconds.
Oh, you severely underestimate how much I want to talk about it.
Have you seen that much Bionicle titty?
I've seen like 2, and that's way more than I ever thought needed to exist.
You've only seen 2, yet you want to talk more about it? Was there such a visceral, like, a strong reaction to this when you first saw
I mean, it was Bionicles with tits. All the fun that I had at like 8 years old. See, I can name ages too. Playing with Bionicles mixed with my adult self being pretty much perpetually horny. It was like a slap in the face. It's left an impression on me. And whoever built these big titty Bionicles, I'm impressed. I don't want to know why you do what you do, but keep at it. Just don't let me see it.
Oh, they're real. Like, they aren't like drawings. They're actual Bionicle figures.
They're real. Yeah.
Oh, that's
Like
even worse.
It's honestly more impressive.
I mean, yeah, because they actually modeled, or like they did that thing, but at the same time, it's.
I am incredibly impressed with the ingenuity of the human species. I wish they wouldn't be so horny about Legos, but what can you do?
Just like. I have found out the way. Future guests, this is how you make the man laugh. You just. And boom. See what I'm talking about?
The wacky fucking soundboard pop noise. Funny.
Your roommate Snoot's gonna just walk in and just be like, "Are you okay?"
No, he's used to me laughing like a stupid fucking Mark Hamill joker. I did it. I had a laughing fit. The only time he's ever been concerned in recent memories, I had a laughing fit a couple days ago because I found out a friend of mine had his old Facebook account hacked by Russian bots, and they attempted to buy Facebook ads with his account, only for the Russian bots to find out that he has no money. He's too poor, and they can't steal from him, and he got hate mail for it. And that story made me cackle for like 30 minutes, and that my voice was hoarse and I couldn't talk.
Oh wow!
Shout out to the Russians who stole my friend's Facebook account.
And then Gary had to leave to get groceries.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
Oh man, you have no idea how fast I ran down 2 flights of steps and then up 2 flights of steps. Took me like a year.
Wow. Happy 19th birthday.
Yeah, oh my god. What? Ah. Alright, I'm good. I'm good now.
I should have been thinking about what questions to ask next for the show, but instead I sat on my phone and I hummed a Smash Brothers song, and I spoke to Blue about how loud Ruby's being, and I asked if he could hear it. I hear Ruby in the other room. He bought a VR headset recently.
Oh, nice.
And I can just hear him loudly going, "Ah ha 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 ha!" Which probably means he's found like a can that he can slap around with his little handset.
Yes. Yes, now I can finally reenact my favorite character from Smash. Duck Hunt.
I don't know anyone whose favorite character is Duck Hunt.
I mean, I don't know.
Is Duck Hunt your favorite character?
No.
Jerry?
No.
Who's your favorite? Is it Martha or Ike?
Neither actually. Is it neither or neither? I think it's neither.
I think it's either or either.
Wow. That was good. That could be either or either.
Oh my god. All right.
My favorite character is actually... Oh, fuck. I don't think I have a favorite character. There's like two. There's Cloud at the moment and Crom.
I see you like the spicy swords category of Smash Brothers character.
As well as the really bad recovery option.
I like Bayonetta.
Oh, you got the worst recovery option then, don't you?
No. Yes.
No.
Look, my skills do not place me in the competitive range. In the one Smash Brothers tournament I played in, I was only able to get to the second seed, and I did that by playing the player, not the game. I waited until all the good people had gone and signed myself up for the last possible match, and then I lamed it out on the side of the thing while the other three people fought themselves to the death.
You see, it's pretty funny because I was in a senior, or not just a senior, but I was in a high school Smash tourney. I got out first time. Like, the first game that I got, I was absolutely demolished by this one kid who constantly hit the down B option with Bowser.
Oh, no.
It was so annoying. And then in the
truly powerful.
in the losers bracket, I talked with this kid that I was talking to beforehand. So we were just joshing around both as like Terrys, and we were just messing around and having fun. But the moment that we started playing, we realized that there was like a second delay with what we were inputting on our controllers. So we always were like one step behind one another. I also got out first round that time too, but
damn. You for somebody who knows so much about recovery options, you're not painting yourself as a particularly pro gamer.
Shut up. You don't know me,
No,
man.
it's okay. I'm sure you would whoop my ass at any game with the exception of Skullgirls. That's the only fighting game I'm any good at.
I mean, if you have a Switch and Nintendo Online and Smash Brothers Ultimate, we can make a lobby right now.
I do have a Switch. It's not charged. And I don't think Smash is downloaded on it because I bought the Animal Crossing one because I have low impulse control.
You know, for somebody that's a gamer, you're really playing yourself as not a gamer.
Oh, wow. I can't believe you would come after my gamer credentials, the thing that I hold most sacred.
Your gamer ID, where is it?
Yeah, give me your gamer tag.
I have a laser tag ID, close enough.
I have a laser tag gift card to Scallywag tag, the pirate themed now defunct laser tag parlor of my home state.
I have a trampoline park, a pass, and I do the funny aerial moves from Smash.
You're incredible. Performing Smash moves in real life.
I almost broke my neck because of one.
Oh no.
Yeah, what was the one? It was, I think it was, it was King K. Rules. Cause like he does like a front flip and then like a stomp in midair.
Damn. And you almost broke your neck because of it?
Yeah, because I when I landed, I bounced really strongly and I like went straight for a pole.
Oh no.
So instead of me like putting my head towards the pole, I basically had like all my limbs out, like doing a starfish basically towards the pole, and as soon as I hit it, I just tugged it.
Oh no.
It's cool. My bones aren't broken anymore.
I'm so proud of you.
Thanks.
All right. Well, that is all the questions and more or less all the time that I have today. Thank you so much for coming on. I had a lot of fun
No
hearing
worries.
you do echoes and Smash impressions.
Yes.
Before we go, is there anyone else that you would like to shout out with your final few moments here? Make them count.
1, 2, 3. No, I'm joking. Skipty for sure. She does amazing animations and artwork. Robot Shy, Radio Static. Another few of my buddies that are really good at art. Shoot. Fuck. This is actually tense. Hookaloof as well.
Oh my god, I got a shout out. I can't believe it.
Yes. You got a shout out from me.
I'd like to shout me out too. I think I'm fucking epic.
Yeah.
No.
So long as you don't do the like, comment, and subscribe thing, I'm good.
Yeah. If you hate when people say like, comment, and subscribe, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe.
Do I hate him or do I hate the like, comment, and subscribe thing? Shit.
It's too hard to tell. It's like psychology, but in reverse.
I gotta like and subscribe and tell him about my opinions in the comics. Wait,
yeah,
shit.
make sure to leave as many comments as possible to increase my algorithmic ranking.
Yeah, do ya?
Is that an Irwin impression for Billy and Mandy?
Yeah.
Oh god, you really are just holding on to all these secrets until the very, very end.
Yeah, man.
If you want to see some incredible art that Jerry does, you can find his Twitter. He is at Rallos or Rallos. I already forgot. Damn it! I got it wrong both times.
It's fine. I'm only slightly hurt. Nah.
Definitely go and check him out. His stuff is really, really good. If you want to see my stuff, I'm at Hookaloof. And I have a Patreon that's...
Not anymore, it was deleted.
That's all I have. I'm still kind of reeling from the Irwin impression, and all the laughter has given me a headache.
That's no worry, man.
But this has been Subject High, the only podcast on the internet with the Irwin impersonators who do. I hope you have a great day.